Right. Tire marks are really the small sign of that multi-agency effort to pull that car right out of this reservoir. We're just yards away from what was a station of home base yesterday. You can see that steep drop off there on the embankment that leads right into the water. This find was nearly 3 weeks in the making, but some members of Rodni's family and law enforcement say they found out about it on social media. Out of the Prosser Creek Reservoir came 17-year-old Kiely Rodni's car, her body likely inside. An official ID will follow an autopsy Tuesday.
There's all this rumor and speculation on the internet, and what it comes down to is the most obvious answer turns out to be what happened.
Volunteers like Jim came from all over with the hopes she'd be found alive. Like Rodni's family and friends, hope kept them going.
Not knowing has been so hard, I think, for the family.
With her car now found, CBS 13 asked, why did the search start as an abduction? A captain with the Nevada County Sheriff's Office said it was perhaps a miscommunication.
We couldn't say it wasn't an abduction, but we also never said that it was an abduction.
Miscommunication at the start of the search, and miscommunication when Rodni was found. Adventures with Purpose said they called Rodni's family and law enforcement. That's not exactly what we heard from law enforcement earlier.
I don't know that we received a first call. I think we reached out to them after we read it online.
With 150 law enforcement officials, they said it's possible a call came in, but they had to be proactive when the news of this find started to spread.
I think there's still some sketchy details on exactly how that contact went out.
The same goes for family. Adventures with Purpose said Rodni's dad and grandpa were one of their first calls. Her mom personally told CBS 13 she didn't know what they'd found until she saw it on social media. The family tonight has released a beautifully written statement, really expressing their gratitude and how thankful they are for the hundreds of law enforcement officials and volunteers that scoured this area looking for Rodni. And ultimately, they said they're going to celebrate her life and then, of course, mourn in private.
Yeah, the tragedy remains deep. We don't want to lose sight of the fact that a young person lost their lives, but so many questions around this. So let's talk about this one, Madison. I know that the Sheriff's Office involved in this. Did they say if they searched that area of the reservoir before this volunteer group came in to search there?
Yeah, Tony, we asked the same thing today. They said they did and went through a list of agencies that had divers, swimmers, and ROV out on this very body of water. They said ultimately there were a few things working against them, one of which was that the car was found upside down, which made the search difficult, not to mention if any silt or dirt was moved and obscured the view of that car. And then, of course, there was more information that was given to Adventures with Purpose that was coming into this almost 2 weeks into the search. They said they shared with them information that was not made public yet, which allowed them to really narrow their focus of that search. Then add to it just the change in water levels from August 6th to today. One of the Nevada County Sheriff's captains that spoke said there's a 3 to 4 foot difference now, which could translate to 20 to 25 feet from the shore of a difference, which he said they don't know for sure if that played a role, making it easier to find Rodni's car yesterday. But he said that's definitely going to be something that they look into as part of their debrief moving forward.
Certainly a lot of factors at play here, Madison, and obviously not the outcome anybody was hoping for today. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Kiely Rodni's family.